Hello, friends. Today, let us think about our own human rights and let us try to understand the history of human rights. The learning outcomes that I expect today are you should be able to identify the historical events behind the origin of the concept of human rights, and you should also be able to define human rights. I would like to mention one particular event as the origin of the human right. In many textbooks, different instances are given as the origin of the human right. Some say that the first instance is Hammurabi's Code. Maybe you all are aware about Hammurabi's Code. It came into existence in 18th century BC. It was a set of code set by Hammurabi, King Hammurabi, that explained many of the rights that people had. But it was very much biased and often not considered as the first document of human rights. Some say that the first important event in the history of human rights is in the ancient Greek and Roman Empire. But according to the United Nations website, the most important event in the history of the human right, or the first important event in the history of the human right, is this event in 539 BC. What happened then? Cyrus the Great conquered the city of Babylon, and after conquering the city, he freed all slaves. He declared that people can choose their religion, and above all, he formulated a clay tablet in which the rights of people were declared. And this clay tablet is protected even now, and this tablet by the Cyrus cylinder, the clay tablet by Cyrus, is often said as the first important document in the history of the human rights. Then, naturally, in the coming centuries, the concept of human rights spread into India, Greece, Rome, etc. And there have been many advances since then. Then the second important event can be stated as the Magna Carta, the signing of the Magna Carta. What happened then? In which country did it happen? It happened in England. And what was the condition behind the signing of the Magna Carta? Maybe you all are aware that then the feudal system was in existence in European countries, many of the European countries. The system was often called three estates. There was three parties involved in the control of the land: the church, the nobility, and the peasantry. The king was the ruler of all these three, and sometimes he used to exercise too much power over the people. And through Magna Carta, the king and the barons were having an agreement. Actually, the barons were forcing the king into an agreement to protect certain rights of them. Through the signing of Magna Carta, the barons earned the protection of church rights and the protection from illegal imprisonment. So this event that happened in England in 1215 AD is an important landmark in the modern times. We cannot call that modern times, in the medieval times, that marked the people's right. Then again, the next important events are the Petition of Right and the Bill of Rights. These two events also happened in England. The background of both the instances are somewhat similar. The authority of the king became too much, and the king started to exercise too much control over the people. And then in 1628, the Petition of Rights happened. The king was forced by the parliament to sign an agreement. And the Petition of Rights is a statement of civil liberties set by the English Parliament to the king. According to this statement, no taxes without the permission of Parliament was permitted, and no imprisonment without cause shown was permitted. So the people through Parliament was trying to get some rights of them, trying to grab some of their rights. People were starting to recognize that they have some right over the authority. So that is the importance of the year 1622. in the history of human rights. In 1689, the Bill of Rights was signed. The background is again somewhat similar. The king was forced to give some rights to the people through the parliament. The Bill of Rights outlined certain constitutional and civil rights, and it gave the parliament power over the monarchy. So these two are some important events in the 17th century AD that happened again in England, and these two petitions or bills gave people of the England many rights. So the people are slowly starting to recognize that they cannot be ruled like anything. The rules set by the king has to have some common standard. The people have certain right, and the people are demanding that rights through these events. Sometimes the people does not mean the common man. Sometimes the people involved are upper class people. Even then, these events are important. Then another important event in the history of human rights happened in the United States history, the independence of US. In 1776, United States became independent from the British Kingdom, and the Declaration of the Independence of the US contains many important facets of human rights. What happened in US? How did the United States form? Can you go and search about the history of the United States? It's very interesting. United States was the people from the British and the European countries started to immigrate to US. You all know about the story of the Columbus who found the United States. People were living in US even before that. You know about Red Indians. But these immigrants from the UK, particularly from UK, started to settle in the US, and they were under the rules of the British monarch. They were forced to pay high taxes, and they didn't agree with many of the rules set by the king. And there was plenty of rebellions and civil wars, and finally in 1776, the 13 colonies in America declared their independence. More than the declaration of the independence, in our concept, in our view, the most important part is that this declaration contained many important aspects of human rights. The declaration did not just proclaim US as independent, but it also proclaimed certain basic human rights, such as right to life, right to liberty, and right to pursuit of happiness. The forefathers of the US had the vision to say that US is not only independent, but each man has got his rights, like right to live, right to liberty, and right to pursuit of happiness are the fundamental rights of every common man. So this event is very important in the history of human rights. See, one thing I need to mention is that, see, now when the US is being established, the people are recognizing that every man has right. In the ancient times, we had Greek and Roman empires, and did the people of those empires had any vision about their rights? Maybe not. But now, when new kingdoms are being established in the modern eras, the people have the vision about their rights. And the next important event is the 1789 French Revolution, the declaration of the rights of man and the citizen. You can search about French Revolution and learn about it. You might have studied about French Revolution in your high school classes. It is a very interesting event. What happened in France? Similar to many other countries in Europe, in the 18th century, king ruled the country France, and the rule set by the king was autocratic. He was imposing many cruel rules in the country, and there was famines. People were suffering, and the people overthrew the kingdom, overthrew the monarchy, and established a republic in 1789. The French Revolution has its importance in the history of human rights because it not only overthrew the monarchy, it also established that people have certain rights. Maybe you are well aware about the quote, liberty, equality, fraternity. From where does this quote come? This comes from French Revolution. the common people of the French Revolution recognized that every man have these rights. And through this declaration of rights of man and the citizen, the French people defined individual and collective rights at the time of French Revolution. So that is the importance of French Revolution in the history of human rights. It set out certain basic rights of human being. Then this is another scene from a historical event. Can you guess what happened there and what is the instance? This is actually a scene from World War II. Even after all these events in the history of human rights, plenty of human rights violations were happening, especially during World War I and World War II. Plenty of people died. Human rights violation was very common. Very cruel things were happening. Maybe you know about the rule of the Hitler and the events happened then. Around the world, many bad things were happening. People were dying. Can you imagine how many people died in World War II? Just make a guess. The correct answer is 8.5 crores according to the internet. That is around 3 times the population of Kerala. That much people died in World War II alone. In the World War I, 2 crore people died. Approximately around the number of people in Kerala. You cannot imagine the cruelty that happened in World War II and World War I. And these instances and other wars that happening around the world in the 20th century made many nations to think about human rights and come up with a solution. Immediately after the end of World War II in 1945, what happened? The United Nations Organization, UNO, was established. UNO was established to maintain peace in the world. And in 1948, they made an important declaration, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And it is the first universal document. All the documents that we were saying, that we were seeing in the earlier times, the US Declaration, the French Declaration, the declarations in the England, all these were specific to that country alone. The 1948 declaration has its importance because it is a universal declaration pertaining to all the people of the world. And the UN, this document set by the UN is very important and is a Bible for many of the countries while making the constitution. Even the Indian constitution has plenty of inputs from this Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So this is the history of the human rights. These are the important milestones of the history of the human rights. And now I want all of you to think all these questions again. I've asked you to think about these questions in the earlier class. Why are they called human rights? What is the origin of our rights? Who gives us the human rights? Do every human being enjoy the same set of rights? Do human rights vary from country to country? Who protects our rights? What can we do if someone infringes on our rights? These are the questions that I want you to reflect. Now take a pause and reflect on these questions, and I will be giving you one assignment. My assignment is define human rights. Our next topic is definition of human rights. I don't want you to mug up any definition from some outside source. I will be giving you one, but it is better if you can come up with one. So I want all of you to define human rights based on the reflections that you had on these questions and other important insights that you had from the previous analysis. So your assignment is define human rights. Make a 1 or 2 sentence definition. So for today, thank you.